What's up, guys? Tony here from Japan. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. I'm going to check the chat here on the live feed to see if you guys can hear me. What's up, Arnold? Let me see if I can lower this thing here. What's up, guys? If you can hear me, type in the chat where you are tuning in from. I am streaming from my laptop in Japan, and awesome. Testing. And it's been a crazy week. A lot of people on YouTube are asking me, why am I flying to Japan now during these crazy times? Well, the answer is simple. It's because of, I don't have a picture, but it's because of my family, right? My wife and kid, we've been having it's been a rough 6 years since my second daughter was born. You know, she is disabled, and the past 2 years, my wife and second daughter has been living in Japan to go under like special treatment, treatments that we can get here that are much more effective and much more cost effective than the United States. So that's why my wife has been living here, and I've been traveling back and forth as well. But that's the reason I wanted to be with my family during these crazy times. So the answer is pretty simple, guys. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but I did a little mini video traveling from Hawaii, going through the isolated airports during the peak of this thing. Anyway, I'm here, guys. I'm here in my little mini office in Japan. It's a little crunched up in here, but we are making things work. It's good to see you. LR Wilson, Arnold, Dano, TNILC Card, Mike 2, La Fontane from Brooklyn, Big Lou from Brooklyn, New York. We got Mike from Florida, Louisville, Kentucky, Norfolk, Virginia, Florida, Clearwater, Florida, Mr. Pistol Pete. What's up, Pistol Pete? And a lot of people are asking me, how are things in Japan? Got my GunBudd. Can't wait to try it. Thank you so much, Tony. Awesome. And I made a video yesterday for you GunBudd guys on how to set up and use GunBudd. That video will be going out live Saturday. So right now it's Friday morning, 9:00 a.m. in Japan. For you guys in the US, it is 8 p.m. on Thursday night. So today I'll show you around quickly. Hopefully you guys can see, but this is what my view looks like right now out the window. I'm in that orange looking building on the 4th floor there. Tony in Tennessee, not infected yet. Yuck. The grub is excellent. The food is excellent. So we had sushi the first day I was here. I don't know if you guys seen it in the video. And then yesterday I had ramen, like unbelievable, like spicy ramen. It's freaking awesome. And today, I don't know. I think my wife's cooking today. Finally, my wife's cooking. What's up, Van from Hawaii VIP? Anyway, guys, when am I shipping that R34 to States? I don't have an R34 Nissan. What are you talking about? Oh, or you want me to? What's up, Gavin Sigamone? Gavin Sigamone. So I hope everyone's doing well. How many VIPs on the chat? Any Learn Auto Body and Paint VIP members on the chat? So things are crazy, guys. I know a lot of you guys were hearing new vocabulary terms, social distancing, isolation, stay at home. A lot of crazy things going on. Speaking about stay at home, Zula.com is doing a sale, and I'll just send you guys the link if you're interested, on $60 off any spray gun, stay at home sale, or a free tip kit. And the tip kits are pretty much anywhere from $60 to $80 in value. So take your pick. I just put it right in the link for you guys. VIP right here from Aurora, Colorado. What's up, Juan? Mr. Juan, we got a lot of VIPs in the house. Hopefully more people join us tonight. VIP since February 2020. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We got a new VIP in here. Anyway, things are, let me just give you a quick update on, like, some people are asking me, how are things in Japan? Things in Japan are pretty normal as of now. I just read on the news this morning that the United States is the new epicenter of the coronavirus, the new epicenter. So we basically just passed Italy. I think we had 1,000 deaths so far. I guess it's real. I mean, it's real. We just have to be careful. A lot of things are going on. And as I said in my previous video, I said, a lot of people are going to be home now. So you want to double down on yourself, your mental health, your mental education, your body, take care of yourself, eat good foods. Maybe it's important to meditate a little bit every day, just kind of get your minds off of things. It's a stressful time. The job reports just came in. 3.25 million people filed for unemployment in the past week, which beat the numbers 2 weeks ago. I think it was 600,000 and change. Now it's 3.25 million. And they're saying it's going to get even crazier. We can hit up to 40 million people unemployed in the United States. And that is a huge number, guys. And this is a bad thing. But I do think during times like this and during bad times like this is time of opportunity as well. So even for me, like I don't know if you guys know, but I'm like a part-time stock trader. And I've been trading stocks I've been playing with stocks for about 10 years now, but kind of really playing with it for the past 4 years. And I just bought a course on options. I'm starting to learn options. I did my first 2 option trades last night. Basically like 11 p.m. my time, which was like 10 a.m. New York time. I got to be up during those times to set my trades and all. But it's pretty cool. I invested in myself. I'm learning a brand new course. I got a $2,000 course on stock trading. Some of you guys might think I'm crazy, but I do continuously invest in myself. I literally spent 3,100 bucks in the past 2 days in stock courses, investment newsletters. I always buy investment newsletters just to learn, just to see what the experts are saying. And that costs money. One newsletter I paid 400 bucks for, another newsletter I paid 700 bucks for, and then I got a $2,000 course on stocks. But yeah, now is the time to learn to invest in yourself, invest in your knowledge. A lot of people have time in their hands. So it's great to learn a new skill set, whether it's to learning stocks like me, learning how to make money online, building a side business online, learning auto body and paint so you can fix your neighbors' cars, friends' cars, your own cars to practice and get better, learning how to flip cars for profit. All of this it's just another bullet that you can put in your bullet buckle, in your magazine, in your arsenal, another firearm in your arsenal to help you advance in life and basically become better as a person. So you could be more valuable to people, to people out there and to your family, and most importantly to yourself, right? So it's crazy. So let's start off with some auto body Q&A for you guys. Some people, and I actually just got some more silver actually. But, we need to be well-rounded. We need to look at the big picture, diversify, and build our wealth, as well as our knowledge and our bodies. What's up, guys? Okay, awesome. Thank God I got my box of N95 masks for the paint booth. I can't afford them now. Yeah, it's crazy. Waiting on my new Atom spray gun. Awesome LR Wilson. Tony, all the paint masks are gone at Home Depot. Help me find alternatives. I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, Amazon, but they're price gouging. They're saying they're not price gouging, but basic masks are like $5 for like a little N95 little mask. I mean, paper masks, it's ridiculous. I started buying, like, I knew the crap was going to hit the fan about a month and a half ago when I left Dallas, actually 2 months ago to Hawaii. And I went to Home Depot and I actually bought a couple of respirators, but they're in Hawaii right now. I mean, for painting, of course. My daughter was like, "You should wear your respirator when we go through the airport." I'm like, dude, people would think it's doomsday, but people already think it's doomsday. I just bought a SAS. If anybody has any info on where to get masks, where they're in stock and at good prices, let everybody know here. So, yep, negotiator said, try to become self-reliant. It's true freedom. I'm lucky to be working. I haul front-load commercial trash, taking the virus to the landfill. Okay, so guys, if you want to start with some auto body Q&A, let's bang them out right now. And then I can go on to sharing a few offers and products with you guys if you want to continue on this learning journey with me. I have a few resources for you, some products that I created. And also, I want to show you a new spray gun. Maybe you guys probably seen it, but it's not available yet. It's going to take some time, but we will get it. Tony Prio says, how much paint would one need for a GM 6465 A body complete 4-to-1 mix with activator, 1 gallon, 2 quarts, 3 quarts? So if you're doing a complete paint job, I would say anywhere from 3 quarts to a gallon. Okay, a gallon to be on the safe side. You're going to have a lot of leftover, but it's good to have leftover because of if you have to do a touch up in the future, or if you want to do a motorcycle to match, you got the paint. 3 quarts is going to be probably what you need, and you'll have leftover. But if you want to get a gallon, because if you're using base coat, right? A gallon will make 2 gallons of sprayable. 3 quarts will make 1.5 gallons of sprayable material. Okay, and for clear coat, a 1 gallon setup 4-to-1 will be enough. Even if you got a 2-to-1, that'll be enough. Hopefully that helps. Also, have you heard of this method for base coat clear coat? Meteor gray metallic paint, of course, after primer and prep. Yes, I've heard of that color before. I don't know what you mean. After, you mean as a base coat, meteor gray, and then it depends what you're painting over it. 2 applications of base coat, 1 application of 50-50 base coat and clear coat, and 3 or 4 applications of clear coat. Thanks. Number 1, 2 applications of base. Number 2, 1 application of 50-50 base coat. Well, base coat's 50-50, guys. Most base coats. So I would say 2 to 3 good coats of base coat. Make sure your color is on. Make sure your lighting is good. Make sure you use GunBudd so you can see what you're painting. And you could go 2 heavy coats of clear or 3 heavy coats of clear. Okay. Arnold says, my paint supply place still has painting mask, and they are cartridge style, like $15. That's awesome. To Kings Royale, hey Tony, what's up? What's up? Hey, Mike from Michigan says, prayers and thoughts for all of us in this crap. Thank you, Mike. We're all in the same boat. I think we are all in the same boat, no matter where we are, and you can't run away from it. I'm in Japan now. It's not hitting as bad as the US is, I think, at this point, but they did cancel the 2020 Olympics. Well, they postponed it. And they are starting to kind of get a little bit more aggressive in Tokyo. Not so bad. I'm in Niigata, which is northwest of Tokyo, about 2 hours on a bullet train. So I'm not near like crowded cities, but people are going out here. They told everybody to stay home, but people are at work. People are going to work. People are going to food shops, like eating out, like eating in restaurants. I was in a sushi place 2 days ago. I was in a ramen place yesterday. People are eating out. It's not like Vegas or New York and even Hawaii now where they say you can't go to those places. Like they literally removed, the food courts are shut down in Hawaii. So you can't like sit down and eat. But I think it's coming. It's coming here. But I think from a cultural standpoint, Japanese are much more prepared and safer than the US or than the Western countries, because they wear masks when they're sick anyway. Like this has been for many decades. Like Japanese people they always wear a mask if they're sick or whatever in trains and stuff. So, and there is no real, like a lot of shake hands or hugs in Japan. It's mostly just bowing and saying hi. You know, there's very little touchy interactions in Japan. You know, in America, everybody's hugging, kissing, shaking hands, slapping butts and all, right? So I think that's why it's spreading a little bit more. Anyway, let me get back to Q&A, guys. I'd rather have too much than too little in a paint job. Absolutely. Galau Adnan says, hey, Tony, hope you're well. Is Spies Hecker Clear Coat good? Yes, it's an actually great brand of clear coat. I used to spray with it maybe 15 years ago. I had my dad's partner really loved the product and he sprayed with it a lot, and I painted a couple cars with it. I think it's a good clear coat. I haven't painted with it in a long time, but it's a good brand. How long can you keep filler primer on a vehicle before painting? Years, as long as you don't get any moisture on or under it for long amounts of time. Because you got to remember, primer is not a sealer, right? It's not a final coat. It's just a mid coat. Okay, it's a primer. So primer could be on cars for years, but if it's sitting for years with primer, you're going to want to sand it down, take the old grime off of it and put new primer on it before you paint it. But you can keep primer on a car for, a week or two, no problem, and then finish it off and paint it. No problem. No mixing. The base coat with clear coat 50-50 over the first, then clear last. Okay, so the base coat must be mixed. It must be ready to spray, so it's mixed. So if it's ready to spray, then spray your base coat and then put your clear on it. I don't know what type of system you're using. Arnold says, when painting House of Kolor Candy translucent paint, what overlap do you use? 50? No, 75%. Gary Jones answered the question correctly. When spraying any kind of candy, you want to keep a tight overlap to get that candy, because if you don't, you will see striping. Okay, you need to get a tight overlap and then follow your panel all the way through. So if you're painting a side of a car, you pretty much want to go all the way down the side of the car when you're doing candy. You're not going to be stopping at the door or fender, because you're going to get those heavy spots, which is going to make your candy look like crap. Arnold says, where I live in North Carolina, only essential businesses are open and they have a stay-at-home order unless you're going to purchase food. Same thing in Hawaii, Arnold. Japan here, not yet where we are now. Things are pretty calm. Hey, Tony, when doing a two-tone paint job, how long do I have to wait before taping the first color? So normally I would wait. It's basically your flash time. So flash time's usually 30 minutes, 75 degrees, 80 degrees, maybe a little less. But I like to give it 45 minutes to an hour. Just make sure it's dry. Then I would do my fine line masking. Okay, anywhere from an hour or two, because it might take you an hour to do your masking, right? To do your graphics, or 2 hours it might take. So I would start doing your masking about an hour after you lay your base coat to mask. Hopefully that helps. 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. Just make sure it's dry. JW says, having trouble getting waves out of my filler. Tried using a block and I just can't seem to get it out. Well, I don't know if you're talking about little mini waves, small waves, in your paint, blocking should take it out. I would use a coarser grit. Maybe you're using something a little too fine. Cut with 400 grit, okay? And see if that does anything for you. It should. If you're talking about big waves, then it's got to be in your bodywork. So I don't know. You're probably talking about, little mini waves or runs. So just block it out. Blocking should really, it will take it out. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button, smash that like button really quickly. And I will really, really appreciate that. So I set up some cameras around my Hawaii home. before I left. Oh, look, the UPS guy just came. The UPS guy. I wonder what he's dropping off. Is he going to drop off or is he leaving? Looks like he's leaving. Oh, he's backing up again. It's pretty cool to be able to spy on your properties with these cameras nowadays. So Cornell Body says, hey, Tony, what's the best guns to spray with? Guys, I think you know what I'm going to say. What am I going to say? I love the Atom X spray guns. I would definitely check them out. They're doing a sale right now. You're going to be able to get $60 off the sale price. Also, a free GunBudd with every spray gun. And Atom X is the only spray gun in the world that includes a GunBudd spray gun lighting system with every spray gun, which is a fantastic deal. So we got a delivery for next door from UPS. So here, check this site out, Zula.com. You'll be able to check out the sale, or you can get a free tip kit. Tony says, let's try again. Spray 2 base coats, then mix that base coat 50-50 with clear coat and spray the first 2. Yeah, it's doable. You could do that. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you could do it. Mix the base with clear, then clear. I mean, there's no sense of doing it. Why do that? What's the point of doing that? You must have seen somebody on YouTube or heard somebody do it. I think they're just full of crap playing around. Whatever. If you want to do it like that, Tony, you can. I've heard of people mixing clear coat 50-50 with single stage to give it a better gloss. And that works well. My dad painted a few cars like that. I painted one car like that, and it works. You could also just put clear coat on your final stage of single stage. So that works as well. I don't know what the point of mixing base coat and clear coat 50-50 if you're putting base coat and if you're doing clear coat. I mean, it's a different story if you're using an inner coat and you're adding pearls or flakes to your paint job. I don't see the point of mixing regular base coat in your clear coat. It's the same exact color. I don't see any benefit of that or enhancement. So Lopez says, I've been using my Atom X27 for 2 years straight. Works perfect. And I agree. As long as you keep your spray guns clean, guys, they will last you forever. A lot of failed spray guns, and people will blame the spray gun. You know, it's not the spray gun. It's because you're not taking care of it. You're not cleaning it. Okay. Your needles are dirty. You drop your tip or whatever. Okay. So LR Wilson said, well, Card said, my 2008 Tacoma roof is starting to fade and rust. How should I start? Well, I would just sand the whole thing down with like a 320 grit. Prime it. Well, fix your rust spot. Okay. Prime it, bodywork it, prime it, and just base and clear your roof. You could just do that. And because it's all the way on top, you don't have to worry about color matching. Just put some new base and clear it. You know, just paint your roof if you want. If you want to do the whole top of the car, do your hood as well at one shot. Do your hood and roof. And then buff out your fenders. Tony, my stud welder pins fall off the panels too soon. I leave the gun on for a second or two. Do I need to leave the gun on longer? Yes, you need. Or do I need to quit shopping at Harbor Freight? I think the Harbor Freight stud welders are okay. You just need to hold it on a little longer. Juan, are you VIP? Watch my VIP videos on stud welding. I go in depth and I have really good videos on stud welding. That'll show you how long to burn it on. You know, because too soon, you're not going to get the stick. You got to melt it on. I'm doing a chameleon with 5-color change with a 5-inch stripe for the second color of the two-tone. Any tips? No, just proc it. I would make sure you have a black base before putting your chameleon on, unless stated otherwise by that brand. But usually you want to go chameleon over a black base coat. Trinidad and Tobago in the house. Is single-stage paint more durable than two-stage paint? Weather-wise, I would say no. Two-stage paint is better because your clear coat is more forgiving. You could buff it out. You can color sand it later times. You can cut it and also re-clear it years down the road if you want to. But you can also single stage it and put 2 coats of clear on it. That's another option for you to make it more durable. In New Zealand, we just got locked down for 4 weeks. Only essential shops are open, and police are talking about locking people up for 6 months if they don't follow the rules. Oh my God. It's supposed to make the metallic pop. I guess if you want to try that, then try it. I've been using my Atom X for 2 years. I read that. Many thanks, Tony. Another question. Is it 1 hour after primer can I paint? Yeah. You could paint anywhere. After primer, you got to cut it anyway. So I would let it dry for an hour if you're using a 2K primer. Cut it down, wet sand it or dry sand it, wash it with wax and grease, get it ready for paint, and you can paint it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Run first. Doing a single stage respray on an old work car when weather warms. White. If I were to put some clear in the last coat, how much clear would you mix it? You could do a 50-50 mix. Awesome, Juan. So make sure you're a VIP. So make sure checking out those videos. I bought the Magna brand studs and that helped a lot. Okay, cool. Do you recommend body work, filler work before etch or epoxy primer, or prime to see the body work needed? You could do vice versa, Dano. Sometimes I like to work right over metal and then prime it. But because you're going to be, when doing body work, you're always laying multiple coats. So you could prime it and then do your body work, like block sand areas. And if you have low spots, make sure you block sand in there as well. Scratch that up. Then you can lay your filler on top of it. Okay. But you could also lay filler right on top of metal if you want to do that, and then just prime it and then just get it straight. Hopefully that helps. All right, guys, you guys liking this so far? Hopefully this is helping. We've been on for about a half hour, so I'm going to get into showing you and talking to you about the brand new Atom Infinity spray gun. I just got this. They sent it to me. Atom sent this to me while I was in Hawaii. I think I showed you guys a sneak peek of it, but it's beautiful. They are asking suggestions from me and from my tribe, from you guys. Do you guys like the color? Give me a thumbs up, yes or no. Let me know what you think. It's basically like a midnight blue into purple into like a magenta red with orange knobs. This is a Atom X88 Infinity version, which is going to be coming out within the next couple months. This is the first one in the world right now, right here. And I don't know why, but it has a pretty cool like plastic guard here. So if you lay it down, it does kind of look like the Nova. It's a really nice gun. It has a nice grip here where it kind of fattens up in the back, and it's very super high quality. The new design is going to be a split tip. This first gen model is just a regular tip here, but it's built very, very nice. And as you see, it's a multiple piece with a little plastic O-ring here. This comes out like this. It's a very nice gun. I like it a lot. I asked them, why is there no lock ring to keep this in? They just said there's no lock ring. That's the design. But it seems to be very nicely built. So this is going to be available. And when it does come out, I will be able to get this to you guys at a special pre-order discount. I'll just keep you guys posted. All right. It's a very nice gun. I think the color is beautiful. And the finish is very, very nice as well. So just a quick update on the Atom X88 Infinity. And this is going to be in a low volume, low pressure version only. It's a low volume, low pressure MP. MP is like low pressure and medium pressure. So this is going to be an excellent clear coat gun. This is more for clear than base, but like I say in all my videos, you could paint base coat and clear coat with this gun. I've sprayed dozens of cars with my SATA RP, which is a clear coat only gun. But this is going to be a great all-around gun for painting anything pretty much. All right. Okay, so it looks like everybody likes the gun color, because I do too. So that's awesome. Okay, so we have a couple of questions here. Arnold, can you explain the difference in tips and what they are for? Because I've seen them range from 1.0 all the way to 1.4. Is that for fan size? It's basically for fluid flow and fan size. So the smaller the tip, the less fluid's going to come out, the smaller your fan's going to be, and it's for smaller things. So anywhere from a 0.8 to a 1.1 is for touch-ups, for like small blending, motorcycle tanks, small projects. Okay, door jams, 1.0, 1.2, okay, 1.1. But you can use a 1. You can use a 1.3, 1.4 is for base coat, clear coat, or single stage paints, anywhere from 1.3 or 1.4. Okay, so I like to use a 1.4 when spraying base coat and clear coat. That's just my choice. I've been using that size since I was 13 years old, 14 years old, painting motorcycles and cars and stuff. And I just grown to like the 1.4. Some people like the 1.3, and I've shot with 1.3 many times as well. In Texas, like when Adam got me some of the guns, they gave me the 1.3s and I had to order the 1.4s. But I've sprayed complete cars with 1.3s with no issues. Just keep in mind that you're just going to get a little bit more paint coming out, right? More on the panel with a 1.4 versus a 1.3. Not a huge difference, but a little difference. All right. So hopefully that helps. And then a 1.8 to 2.0 is used for thicker 2K filler primer. So if you're, because the primer is thicker, if you shoot it out of a 1.4 with their mixing ratio, it's going to come out dry. That's why we have the bigger tip size, so you can spray out that thicker material through the 1.8, 2.0 without it drying and getting sandy on the panel, right? It gets the heavy material out in gloss, okay? Glossy and thick on the panel so you can fill properly. So that's why I say to people, if you're going to be using a 1.3 or 1.4 to spray 2K primer, which I've done for many years as well because I didn't have the money to buy a tip kit or another gun, right? You basically reduce that 10 to 15%. Okay, so you make your filler primer thinner. You can spray it out of your 1.3 or 1.4 spray gun. Okay, you're just going to have to give it a couple of extra coats, right? Because you're laying on thinner coats. It's laying on wet, right? Because you reduced it. And you're using a smaller tip, 1.3 or 1.4, but you're not covering as much. So you have to lay on maybe 2 or 3 more coats to get that fill. So hopefully that makes sense. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Trying to be as clear as possible here. Okay. When painting outside and it's cold, what's the lowest temperature range you would recommend? I would say, guys, don't paint below 60. 65 is kind of on the edge. 60 is really on the edge. So if you can stay in the 70s outside, it's a good temperature. 75, 80, even better. Once you get into 95, 100, you're going to be sweating your kahunas off. And you got to make sure you use low temp reducer and activator, because that shit is going to dry quick and you're not going to get the flow out and gloss. Okay. Okay. Tony, annoyed you a lot. And there is another question too. Could I put white pearl after applying the silver? You could put white pearl after laying silver. Yep, but I would do a test panel. I've never put white pearl over silver before. You might want to just do a test to see how that looks. What about plastic cups? That's the gun I'm waiting on. Thanks, Tony. Using jet black paint and blender from Speed Coat, chameleon powder from paint with pearl, and wet clear coat. Man, I thought they discontinued wet clear coat. What tip sizes are available on the 88? The tip sizes are going to be the 1.3, 1.4 standard for base coat clear coat or for clear coats. And then I believe they're going to come out with a 1.8 for thicker primers if you want to use it for primer. They might even come out with a 2.0, 1.8, 2.0, but you're going to have it all around. You're going to get 1.3, 1.4, and also the option for a 1.8 or 2.0. So it's going to be a gun for everything. Steven says, I only have about 3 months for painting here in Western Washington State. All right, guys. So I am going to call it a day. We've been on for a while now. I'll catch you guys on again next week. Don't forget, there's a sale going on at Zula.com where you can get $60 off any spray gun, which is great, or a free tip kit valued at $80 or so. So don't forget to check that out. Okay, so done with the questions, guys. We got questions keep coming in. All right, Tony, what is your thoughts on the Vilbis Finish Line FLG with interchangeable 1.3 and 1.5? I think it's okay. It's a decent gun. I don't like that model gun, the FLG, because I've had a few of those, and I just don't like the way you hold it. It seems to me that the tip is up a little bit. It's just, I don't like the way this shape is on the Vilbises. This is very, it's like a 90 degree. So when you're spraying, it gives you a really good angle. For some reason, those guns have a awkward angle to me, and I just don't like it. I'm not used to it. I don't like it. If I were you, I would definitely check out the Atom X27 spray gun because you can get a free tip kit right now at Zula.com. So I would definitely check that out. Yeah, Wet is a rebrand, but I didn't know they were still selling Wet. Is a 2.5 horsepower with a 30-liter capacity tank, 8-bar, 115 piece, good enough to paint the car? I would say that's a very small tank. I wouldn't do it. 30-liter is tiny. 2.5 horse. I mean, it's a tiny capacity. You have no volume. That would be good for a touch-up or a motorcycle tank or a motorcycle parts. Okay. Thanks, Tony. Take care. God bless. Autobahn. Yep. Enjoy your family. Okay, guys, thank you so much for getting on. I'm going to head out. But I do have one special offer for you. For the non-VIP guys, for auto body, if you guys are non-VIP, you can grab your free auto body guide here. Let me just drop that in the link for you here. And then there's a special offer to join VIP if you want to. If not, no worries. And then I also have another special offer here. It's my coaching program on online business and teaching you guys how to set up and create multiple streams of income online. No joke. I've been doing this for over 10 years, taking care of my family, generated millions of dollars online. No joke, guys. And I have a special offer for you if you guys want to check that out. You can check it out right over here for my online coaching program. Okay, the timer is expired. I haven't had a chance to redo that, but it's still available. You can still put your name and email and get some information on that. So just be sure to check your emails after you register here if you guys are interested in that. And that's pretty much it. Arnold says, join VIP Villas. Well worth it. Took me 4 years and worth every penny. $129 lifetime when I joined. Awesome. All right, guys, have a great week. I'll be on next week to see you guys and touch base, and guiding me through getting my 69 Roadrunner done. That's an awesome car. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys on next week. Stay tuned to my emails. I will be in touch. Have a great day, guys. Stay healthy, stay safe, be with your family, and take this time right now to double down on yourself, on your body, on your mind, and I'll speak to you guys later. Cheers.